Very sus the way the new manager at the Dollar Tree approached me. And it was like, it was ridiculous because they could, I mean, they were right standing there next to me from the moment I came in the door, went over, picked up the sunflower seeds. She's standing right there. And then I go back to the cash register. Literally, they were right, I mean, it was right there in their view, and we were talking. Why the fuck did you need to look through my bags when you stood there and talked to me the whole time I was in the fucking store? This is why I don't think, this is why I think Dollar Tree knows better, because they know when you're demanding people abandon their personal possessions, and if they refuse to abandon their personal possessions while they go shopping through the store and can't keep an eye on them, backpacks, purses, whatever, and then because you refuse to abandon it, they get to search it. Oh no, hell no. That's a bunch of lawsuits. That's criminal. They're not, none of them are licensed security. If they didn't have all the security cameras and people were walking out with hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of products, that's one thing. It's the fucking Dollar Tree. The most expensive item in there is $5 or $6. How much could people be walking out with? Even if they managed to fill up two big, huge, reusable shopping bags, I don't think they could make out of there with, unless they grabbed every single ink pen. I mean, you'd have to shoplift 100 items to get out of there with, I don't know what a felony is. Let's say it's $150. You'd have to leave with 2 bags full of shit. Unless you stole every single ink pen in the place, and that would be just a little stupid, because they don't have $150 worth of ink pens, probably even in stock. So the logic is just absolutely not even, it's not flying. It doesn't pass the smell test. Even Dollar General doesn't do that. They watch you when you go up and down the aisles, even though they have the cameras. They have all those cameras. If they think you've taken something, then they can call the police and let the police search your shit or find you or whatever. So it sounds like they were looking for, because they know who I am. They know I'm going to call that out for the bullshit that it is. And it's like they're hoping I refuse to let them search my shit so they can no trespass me. So, same thing they did here at McDonald's. Oh, you can only be here so long. No, motherfucker, I'm a fucking sworn and immunized federal investigator. I'm being pretty much forced to assist. I'm mandated to, no, though all the risks that went down weren't quite right, but I mean, I'm assisting the state of Vermont in an ongoing criminal investigation, which means you have to assist too. And if you're getting in my face telling me I have to go out in the fucking sub-zero temps with stage 4 cancer when I'm not bothering anybody, and I think that was bullshit, because all these other people were here. They didn't say anything to anybody else. Their fucking PIs come in here. Hell, that one guy that I called the police on, was it yesterday or the day before? Was it yesterday? Couch. Over there all fucking day. Anybody else would have got confronted. All the managers were here. All the hard-ass managers were here. Nobody said shit to him. Until I posted. Set up. You're making us look like ass. So if they try to search my backpack or my bags unreasonably, I'll call police on them. It's just that simple because it's criminal on their part. And then when the police roll up, they can explain to the police, why did you want to search her bags? Well, it's just policy. No, it can't just be policy. Did you see her put anything in her bag and then not pay for it? No. Did the video capture anything? No. Okay, then it's not a reasonable search or seizure. I mean, this isn't Tractor Supply. This isn't the hardware store. This isn't Walmart, where you could feasibly get a couple $100, $300, $400 for the shit or more, depending on what you're filching. It's the fucking Dollar Tree. Fuck out of here. What's more, the cameras can look right in my fucking bag. They don't need to physically look into my bag. My backpack, I would have to take the motherfucker off, unzip it to get anything in it. If I don't take it off and unzip it on their video, they got no business asking to search it. So I'll type up another email tomorrow. I got distracted. And I just want to clear my mind of this shit. So when I type up the email, I'm not cussing too much. So I'll put in another email tomorrow on the reports of criminal evidence tampering, and I would call it misappropriation of federal funding. If they get any type of tax, sometimes you get tax kickbacks if you hire certain minorities or certain class. I don't know how to put it, but sometimes, for instance, in prison, they taught us that you're more likely to get hired because the IRS gives employers special IRS kickbacks for hiring you and getting you into the workforce. Well, that may be the same with any number of, they may hire felons, they may hire, any number of marginalized people, whether it's for crime or an illness or disability or race, color, creed, whatever. And if they're then falsifying their employment records and firing those people after they got their kickbacks, and they're getting funding from DOJ, according to Piper, I don't know if that's true or not. If it is, then you know she and I spent all it, and she was using me as a detective. And she was. But not to, she was doing the same thing Chad was doing. She was using me to get the goods on all these places so she could then turn around and kill off her competition. Anybody who was running side hustles and weren't sharing the fraud profits with the main monopolies, the big crime family, that's what she was doing. She wasn't actually, she was very discriminate. She was just making sure there were no little mom and pop fraud shops. If anybody was going to be committing fraud, you better be working for Honor Health or Banner or Catholic. You better be keeping the money in the family. And so she's basically using it to blackmail too. Not that she needs to blackmail anybody, but extort. I imagine with her it's more extortion and just shutting up. And another reason why she needs to keep her identity separate is when she's going around shutting down these fraud, behavioral health, or other types of places, and she's committing fraud her damn self at Honor Health and all these Banner they're gonna get their case, all the whatever evidence they have on those places, even if they were committing frauds, they can get it thrown out because she's doing it too. She's got a conflict of interest. You see what I'm saying? How are you going to commit fraud with the big monopolies and then come and investigate my little mom and pop shop for fraud that I learned while I was working for you? That's why another reason why she's got to hide her identity. So when they get charged with fraud or whatever, they know that another fraud's behind it. They want to keep all the fraud in the family. Christ in heaven, you can't make this shit up. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on with Dollar Tree. I'll write it up as a criminal complaint tomorrow, as a possible attempt at coercion and setting me up for whatever bullshit they have in mind. I have no idea. I'm not going to speculate. I will give examples of what they could be doing, but it's just speculation. If I see something or hear something, I'm going to say something. Come to find out, the person that I mentioned as a possible would-be abductor, who's mimicking a whole lot of stuff that I post on my social media, is a Zionist. Proud Zionist. So there's that. But I don't think they would be doing what they're doing if somebody wasn't pinching them from up top. And I don't think that crap started until very recently. Not the mimicry. Yeah, the mimicry. They didn't start going real stupid with that crap until very recently. Just a short statement, because sometimes it's easier for me to put it in writing quicker and easier if I process it first verbally. I may just end up sending links to these videos just to make it easier for the dynamic to come across. And I'm going to CC it to Paul Dragon and Howard Center. So they have no plausible, oh, well, if so-and-so says she's a conspiracy theorist. They fucking know better. The way they are on video dealing with me and responding to me and openly admitting to falsifying their medical records to kill me, to then blame it on my father and then try to refer me over to a bus ticket to get me to Georgia instead of referring it over to the state's attorneys or state police or Cousy or whoever, and self-reporting their own admission to falsified records. That pretty much nailed them, I would think. I have a broken tooth that's broke off, and it's loose, and it's all the way down to the root, and it's trying to come out, and I'm in a lot of pain, and I ought to go out and fly a sign soon, because I just want cash in my pocket. I've got to do laundry. I've got to keep bags and baking soda and what else do I need? I need some rubbing alcohol in a squirt bottle so I can keep everything sanitary.